got something, yo.
I have a dream.
In my homes,
Americans, dreamers too.
hallelujah. And I want us sing on.
Now, Shelley Winter.
Yeah, yeah. Lift every
404-741-1067. You're going to want to hit this one hard. Texas police try to arrest a father in his own front yard after mistaking him for a wanted criminal from Louisiana. Clarence Evans uploaded a video of attempted wrongful arrest to social media. Deputy Garrett Lindley from Harris County Police Department can be seen on the video holding Evans' arm behind his back, putting his hands on him on his own front yard. First violation. And repeatedly calling him Quentin, which is the fugitive's name. The officers showed him a photo of the man who appeared to be over 50 years old and asked, "Doesn't that look like you?" Violation number 2. When officers realized Evans wasn't the man they were looking for, they left, but warned they would be filing a report as he was, quote unquote, uncooperative. Absolute positively violation number 3. And the thing that I'm most outraged about, I'm mad that the police officers were driving by, saw a man in his own front yard playing with his children, rolled up on him, started to put their hands on him in his own front yard, said he looked like a fugitive from Louisiana, and then proceeded to try and arrest him, all in front of his children, all on his front yard. I'm outraged about that. I'm happy no one got hurt, but I'm outraged about that. I'm outraged about the fact that police officers would put their hands on a citizen of the United States and his own property in front of his children because they thought he was someone else. And then showed him a picture of that someone else and says, "Doesn't this look like you?" And then the thing I'm most outraged about is the fact that they filed a police report on the man saying that he was uncooperative. And I know there's a lot of you out there that say, well, you know, if Eric Garner would have just complied, he wouldn't have been strangled to death. You ever choke a man out? You know how long it takes? What a despicable and horrible death it is to choke a man out? Oh, I'm sorry. That's right, Shelley. It's a legal stranglehold. What a crazy country I live in, where people will say it's okay to kill a man because the stranglehold that you employed was legal. Oh, boy, I'm going off today. It's only 11 more shows, right, Brett Barney? I got 11 shows, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be the one right here. A man was on his front yard with his children, playing with his children in the front yard, and police officers drove by, looked at him, got out of their car, came up to him, put their hands on him, tried to arrest him, tried to force his arms behind his back, all the while telling him that he looked like the fugitive, the wanted criminal from Louisiana. Oh, but comply, Shelley. Comply and everything will be okay. Well, here's the question that I have for all of you that always yell comply. At what point do your constitutional right to exist in this country on your own property fly in the face of comply? At what point do you not recognize that when you say just comply, you're simply giving the government every single right over your person, your property, and who you are as a man? At what point do you realize that if you just say comply, that you give up all your constitutional protections because you're complying? I know it's a famous thing to say, well, Shelley, if they just comply, none of this would happen. Well, what does it mean to comply to the government? It means to subjugate yourself to said government. It means to give up all your rights to the government. Should Trump have just complied? Oh, but Shelley, I wear a t-shirt that says, "Don't tread on me." I'm a proud Second Amendment supporter. They can't take my guns. They'll only take my guns out of my cold, dead hands. Oh, no, comply. Comply. If two officers rolled up on you in your front yard and said, hey, Mr. Smith, hey, Mr. Dorr, Mr. Barney, Mr. Wiles, Mr. Winter, how are you? Give us your guns. Well, comply. No, but you wear T-shirts that say, out of my cold, dead hands. Don't tread on me. Well, what do you think it is when you say simply comply that's being treaded on? You can't hold two thoughts in your head at the same time and call yourself logical. You're driving down the street. They pull you over. Hey, what did I do? Let's see your license and registration. Well, Shelley, the argument is comply, but that's unconstitutional. I didn't do anything. You can't just pull me over and ask me for my ID. I don't live in Nazi Germany. But comply, the conservatives say. That's all they keep telling me. If they just comply, none of this would happen. Well, when you comply with the government, you've given up your rights. And I'm sorry I'm outraged today because I know the calls that are going to come in. 404-741-1067. Listen to me very closely. I hold my conservative beliefs very strongly, and I believe in my conservative beliefs, and I believe in constitutional protections. But if you're going to tell me every time I'm approached by a police officer, for whatever reason, that I should simply comply with that government official, because he's not just a local law enforcement official, he's a government official. So you can't say you want small government while at the same time telling me to simply comply with everything said government does. Oh, but it's a conservative mantra. It's a pro-law and order mantra. Just comply. Eric Garner should have just complied. He wouldn't have got strangled to death. Strangled. Not shot, not stabbed, strangled. This man should have just complied. Let him be arrested on his front yard and handle it at the courthouse. That's what they always say. Get a lawyer and handle it at the courthouse. Better to survive the encounter than just handle it at the courthouse. So in front of his kids, he should allow his arms to be put behind his back, knowing he's not the guy they're looking for, knowing he's just a simple father on his own property. He wasn't at the store. He wasn't at the common area. He wasn't on a highway. He was on his own land that he paid for. If your home is not sacrosanct from government officials to roll on you and force your arms behind your back to arrest you, then where are you safe from government? Oh, comply, Shelley. Just comply. It's only law enforcement. They're just doing a job. Comply. Whenever I hear conservatives say just comply, I say to myself, nah, you're not really a conservative. You're pro-law and order. But you're not really a conservative. Because the Boston Tea Party, they didn't comply. The Founding Fathers didn't comply. All the people we celebrate didn't comply. The Confederate, many of you love the Confederacy. You fly flags and more power to you. I have nothing, I don't care. I don't judge you for that. That's on you. You want to be proud of your heritage? I'm proud of mine, so we all proud of our heritage. But they didn't comply. The South didn't comply. As a matter of fact, the very foundational heritage that you stand on and that you revere so heavily did not comply. Oh, but everyone else should comply now. Everything's turned on its head. Strong pro-Second Amendment people walk around telling everyone to comply. But when the government comes for your guns, because it's going to come in the form of law enforcement, the Army's not going to knock on your door and say, let me get your AR. It's going to be local law enforcement. Just comply. Just give it to them. Handle it at the courthouse. 404-741-1067. Give me a call. I challenge you to change my mind. It's the Shelley Winter Show on the New Talk 1067. It's time to go to my brother. He's a Second Amendment advocate. They walk up on your lawn asking you for your gun, Matt Dorr, which you're going to comply?
675 northbound, dealing with a crime.